Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you're spending some money today on Black Friday. I'm here. We're going to be doing some more streams, I think. I think we're going to be doing some more streams here and there. This week, we're hitting our third stream. I ended up winning that trade on Wednesday. It was a very bad trade, I do have to say. I don't recommend that trade, but I did win it. First, let's start today going over this VIP trade. I'll go over this one a couple. This one was pretty simple, right? We had this level of support right here. I waited for a price to come back to that level. First, I waited for a break of my trend line, an impulsive move up, and then a pullback to the level where I entered the trade. I was able to get about 1.7% on this one, 1.7%. This was a trade in the FX VIP room. If you got that trade, put a W in the chat for me. If you like that analysis and you decided to take that position. Obviously, what I'm doing here on stream is education and entertainment only. This is not financial advice. I don't want you to copy my trades. I advise you every time before I trade to not copy my trade. I'm trying to do things a little bit differently here. I've got a couple of videos that I want to release, but I got a warning on my last video, so I'm a little bit worried about posting these videos. So I think I'm going to be changing the style of the videos as we move forward. I think it's going to be a little less flashy, just a little bit more focused on the education and a little less focused on the entertainment. Now, obviously, it's me, so I'm always going to be entertaining. That's part of life. Shout out to Jaden. Shout out to Drew, Mo13's always here. Chill Tide, Pisano. Pisano and I were just talking in the Discord. The Discord is really doing quite awesome. I think we've got like 1,800 people in there, something like that now. Here is the Discord right here. Looks like Kev's about to talk. Maybe he's going to share some of his results here. People are sharing their results this morning, as they always do. Mark just kind of chipping away here. These are all just trading. This is all results from the trading robot, Trade with Pat robot. Now, I am doing something new today and something you're going to be seeing me do more frequently, and that is using my patented hybrid execution trading model. So what that means is I will be using the orb. I will be looking for trade setups, but I will be letting a robot manually manage my trading position after that I've gotten into it. And this is going to be the first time on stream we've ever done that. I also want to go into the last stream trade here. You can see I did end up in profit. It wasn't a good trade, obviously, but this is what it looks like in the end. You can see here. It really wasn't a huge move, right? It was only about 11.5 pips, so it wasn't crazy. But I did get into the trade multiple times, scaled into this thing, and then ended up with a profit right there. You could actually see that in the bottom left-hand side of your screen as well. And there's a minus 19 there. That was just me fooling around this morning, testing out my hybrid execution trading model. So I'm ready to live trade. Obviously, I will show people that trade throughout the stream because there was a lot of people here. Spreads are not tradable today. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for us to get trading opportunities. The spread is jumping a little bit, but if we look at the majors here and we pull this onto our chart, you can see my spreads are acceptable on the majors. Euro USD, UJ, UCAD, AUD USD, EG. These are all acceptable here. Now I do have to start taking a look at some pairs, getting our range ready. Here we have something on GBP USD. Let's take a look at the DXY first. DXY was down. US dollar could be coming up again today. We'll have to see. We do have a pretty good level down here on the DXY, on that dollar index. So we may have some dollar strength if price comes down to that level. You can see it's moving down a little bit right here. So we don't have a major bias on the US dollar, but both GU and EU are looking fairly interesting. Here is our GU setup. Let's set up the top of the range and the bottom of the range right here on GU. And then let's go into EU right here. And that is also very, very similar. Let's set up the top of the range and the let's set up the top of the range and the bottom of the range right there. And if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that's okay. Let me go into the stream trading model and see what we could do here. So right here we have our stream trading model. We had that 15-minute candle. That candle is now closed. You can see what it did though is it went up and it went down. It had a candle high and a candle low, and then it closed, right? And this candle high right off of that wick and this candle low right off of that wick creates the range bottom and the range top, giving us our opening range. Then we come to the 5-minute time frame, which is what you're seeing me do right now. Now I'm just monitoring the market, right? That's exactly, what is it, about 9:50 a.m. right now? Yeah, something like that. And so then I'm waiting for the price to kind of break and close out the top of my range. That's going to tell me we are bullish, right? And then we're going to try and trade with the overall trend direction using our 200 period EMA, if that is possible, if that gives us opportunities. And then I'm looking for a way to get into the market. I like to wait for pullbacks, maybe to a range midline, maybe to a demand zone, maybe just retest that top line. We will see what the market gives us today. And then I'm looking to enter a trade, see what the market gives me today, and then we're going to wait for that pullback to my area of demand, potentially set a stop loss down here, or maybe no stop loss today. I think we will be using my hybrid execution trading model. Okay, take profit 1 here, take profit 2 here, take profit 3 here. We let this ride and we try and get profits every day on stream. Trading is, full of wins and full of losses too. So don't expect me to win every trade today, and do not copy my trades. Look, we are getting a breakout of the Euro USD right here. So I'm waiting for a candle closure right here, and then I'll be waiting for a bit of a pullback. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to enter this trade, but it's very possible if we break through this level right here that I may try a top, or I may try and get in off of this demand right there. So we've got a couple of, I have a couple of opportunities that I am looking at getting into this morning. And again, I will be using a hybrid trading strategy this morning. It's your first time doing orb today. Oh, that's cool. Well, do it on demo. It is a holiday today, right? It is Black Friday. So the markets are going to be a bit weird, okay? The markets will be a little bit weird. All right, so that's a lot of talking. How is everybody doing? How was your Thanksgiving? How do you feel today? What's going on? Definitely choosing my words carefully. I've got to, I'm older, so it's hard for me to do some sort of legalese speak here, but I have to make sure that that I'm, focused on what I'm doing. I actually did not lose Quiz Vision. The win came in. Where was the win? This was the win here. I left the stream. It was down, but I just scaled into this position. You could see here, and I was able to profit on this position, right? And this is something you'll probably see more frequently on stream now that I'm going to be using my hybrid execution trading strategy. Okay. Waiting here on these two pairs are basically the ones that interest me the most. We are cooking. I'm looking to get into something. But yeah, so we did get a break right here on GU, but we got a better break here on EU. Let's see if there is some sort of pullback in the markets. I'm looking at kind of a midline entry to start. That is about 5 pips away from my entry right now. Why? Well, we do have this fair value gap right here, and right below that we have kind of that midline entry. That's kind of what I'm considering right now for an entry. We do have a level of support below that, so maybe I would have a stop loss below that level right there. That's probably what I'm considering. Obviously, don't copy my trades. We don't want you to copy my trades. That's it. Why? I don't know. Just don't do it. Good morning, Inchin. Good morning, everybody. Now, we also could potentially get in at this trade here. Okay? And with my hybrid execution trading model, if I get in here and the price goes against me, I will just scale into this position multiple times. So let's see what's happening on both of these. Are pushing up a little bit right here. Let's go back to the DXY. Just take a look and see what's happening here. So the DXY is coming to a level of support. So we do have to worry there could be a little bit of US dollar strength out of this level, but that might be okay, because if we get strength out of this level, it may have the price pull back to where I could get into a trade. GU is pulling back already. GU I could get into. Let's see. This is a pretty good level down here in general for buys. Okay. GU, if I'm going to get in, I'm going to want to get in a little bit lower. So that is that's quite further. And then EU, if I'm going to get in, it could be higher. Well, we're getting there's a pretty explosive move happening here on EU. If this continues up higher, I think what I'll do is adjust my entry to this level here. I think I may try a top entry on this one here. All right, that's what I'm feeling. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is doing all right now. Back to $92,000. Looks like we had a good breakout out of this consolidation area right here. You could see a bit of a wedge play. You could see we wedged and then we shot out aggressively. That's what I like to see. There has been a pullback obviously this morning. You can see we are pulling back a little bit right here. But let's go back to the pairs that I'm really focused on right now. GU and EU. Yeah. EU, I am thinking about this top of the line entry right here. Got a pretty good fair value gap fill. So that would be right in the middle of the fair value gap. I think this is providing me with the most interest right now. Kind of a bounce off of the EMA. We broke through the EMA once and came back down. We're breaking through the EMA a second time. Maybe now we're going to respect that EMA and push up on a little bit of a break and retest. I think this is my play here on Euro US dollar this morning. And again, obviously, I will scale into the position if it goes against me. As I use my hybrid execution trading model, something that, you know, the trade will be managed by my robot. That is a new feature that is coming out in the robot on Sunday, but I'm testing that feature for you live. If you say, what robot are you talking about? I'm talking about the Trade with Pat robot. Going very well so far. You could see a couple of my back tests here. Here is one of those back tests where, you know, I'm just looking to get about a couple percent a month, nothing crazy, just 2% a month. Drawdown here 34%, so you got to be careful of the drawdown, but at 2% a month, I like this sort of approach. Obviously on stream I go a little bit more aggressive than that because I'm trying to entertain. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with just getting about 2% a month. Let's take a look at that DXY. We are getting a reaction off of this level, which is what I was expecting. But we did break below the orb here, okay? On the DXY, we've now broken below the orb. We may get a reaction. Maybe we retest the bottom of the orb before that comes down. And if that's the case, then I should be able to get a decent entry here on Euro US dollar on this orb break, okay? So let's see if this can come down to my entry level and get into a trading position. I'm going to be starting with about 4 lots. I'm going to be trading a little bit lower risk here. And then again, if the trade goes against me, I will start stacking orders and gridding into the position about, you know, and then about every 5 pips. So something like this. So let's say the market comes here, then I will put another order in, and then I will set my take profit here, okay? And then if that doesn't work, I will take another order right here. And then eventually, hopefully you wait for a retrace back to this level and end up in profit. If you don't know what I mean, let me just go ahead and take a look at the trade I placed on Wednesday. So this was a trade that was losing. It went against me, and then I was able to end up profiting. So my original entry wasn't good, so I kept kind of stacking more orders, right? I kept stacking more positions, and then, right, I think this was the entry, something like this. And then I stacked a position here, and then I stacked a position here, and then it went like this, right? And so this one went to break even, and then these two ended up in profit. So that is what I'm doing. That is hybrid execution trading. It's something that I like to do historically, and something that you'll be seeing a lot more of on stream when I'm streaming and you're interested in my stream, okay? So it's just kind of like protecting myself, protecting my positions. Gold, I love gold in my VIP trading room. I don't love gold on stream as much, but we can take a look at gold. Gold has now broken out the bottom of the range. So if I was going to trade this, we have a level right here. This is kind of a resistance level. I would like to see that level get broken. If that level broke, could potentially enter down, but we're not. But we're above the EMA, so I don't really want to sell. Okay, that's how I feel about gold right now. Obviously, I've been doing very well in my gold trading room, but on stream I am struggling a little bit with gold. So I am trying to look more at these. Okay, so there is the big pullback on GBP USD now. That must be maybe the DXY reaction we were talking about. Not hugely, pushing a little bit here, not hugely, but that is that level of support, right? So we're going to see some US dollar strength. I expect coming out of that. I expect to see that, a little bit of US dollar strength coming out of that level. Waiting here for a pullback on either of these. Vapul, which one are you most preference to here? Today is the day. Drew's been trying to win a copy of the Trade with Pat robot. And he's a sweet guy. I think he might win it today. Oh no, we didn't get that pullback. Didn't get that pullback. Got a decent reaction here off of that EMA. Could have had the midline entry on here. Let's see what happens on EU. Let's go back to the DXY. Look, the DXY is not, it did flip bearish again, but I still expect some sort of a reaction out of this area on the US dollar. So we should, well, I expect that there should be some sort of a pullback for me to get into a trade this morning on EU or GU relatively soon. Let's just see what kind of a reaction we get on these charts. Yeah, so setup wise, in terms of the setup itself, I prefer the EU setup the most, but in terms of pullback, I do like the pullback on GU more. So there are reasons to take both of these trading positions. Both of them seem to be kind of leaving me though. What do I have here? I'm about 7 pips out on that one, so that's not much of a pullback. I could definitely get that. Just waiting for some sort of a reaction right here. I wonder how US CAD is doing. There's someone going crazy for US CAD right now. So we broke out the bottom. Just a falling knife here, Harris Miller. I don't really have much of a play here, okay? So we are at a level of support right there based on previous price action, but there's not much I can really do here, right? What's giving me any, like we have the orb and we have a level of supply being formed right here, okay? Those are things that we have, and we do have we are below the EMA. But price has been shooting in one direction here. At some point, there's going to be a reaction, right? It's exhausted price this morning. But strong Canadian dollar today, which, you know, you hate to see if you're making US dollars. I trade silver sometimes, sure. Silver, geez, pretty crazy move here. Geez, again, it's like when you get a big move like this, it's hard, you know, you want to join in, but you know, it's an exhausted price. So is it going to pull back as soon as I join in? Potentially. Zoom out on silver. Yeah, it's been a lot of up here, when you get this far away from the EMA, right? If you get this far, look, you come this far away from the EMA, normally you're going to pull back to that EMA a bit. See, look, you get this far away from the EMA, you pull back a little bit. You get this far from the EMA, you pull back a little bit. Same, this far, pull back a little bit. So are we going to pull back a little bit? I don't know. You know, you don't know. I don't have any real conviction on that, but it is obviously a point of concern. Okay, let me go back to GBP USD. And let me go back to Euro USD. Are we getting a reaction now? We are getting that reaction that I was expecting off of the DXY. And let me go back to this level here, back to this price here. Okay, so it does look like I'm going to get a pullback and a trading opportunity on one, if not both of these at some point in time here. Just waiting for that to happen. Oh, hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving. I hope you didn't talk politics. I hope you didn't argue with anybody. I had someone just losing their mind in the comments about politics the other day. Said I was whitewashing Trump. It was pretty insane, to be honest. But I think I got to tell people, right? I have to tell people. Politics sucks. Never get emotionally involved in it unless you're actually in it. Unless you can actually do something, don't get involved, okay? Enjoy the jokes, enjoy the quiet piggy, enjoy that. Don't take it seriously, you know? It's just not going to get you anywhere. It's going to make you upset, and it's a bad life to live, all right? I find I'm a lot better. Yeah, quiet piggy. I find I'm a lot better when I'm focused. Like if I do politics, like I'm happy to kind of debate politics, but there is a segment of the population that is so emotionally connected to the politics that it's just like, if you're not having fun with it, if you can't watch it and just take it for how stupid it is, then don't watch it at all, okay? Robot is working for you? Absolutely. The robot is working for me too. Again, the only reason to be emotionally involved in any of these things is if you're like actually making change. Are you involved in the process, right? If all you're doing is voting, who cares what happens? Focus on your life, focus on your trading. Very close to my entry here on Euro USD. I don't want to see a positive reaction. I do not. I want to see pretty much just flip here and then come up. I'm going to be trading lower lot sizes here today for, it's Black Friday, and also with my new HET, my hybrid execution trading. I need to trade with lower lot sizes so that when the price does, potentially go against me, that I can create, a grid of orders and then, just grow this account more stably, and maybe there'll be some drawdowns, but I like to do that. The funny thing about, do I use the RSI indicator? Sometimes I use the RSI if we were looking at the RSI, but generally I don't really have to, or I would use the stochastic generally if I was going to do that. But generally I don't really have to, because I am a pullback trader. So right now it is showing a little bit overbought. My entry level will be, kind of down here, but we reacted off of this level twice in a row. So that may be the area to entry anyways, right? And on GU, we're getting closer down. On GU, it looks like I'll have the better pullback entry, and it looks like we will be oversold when it comes to my entry level here. So which one do I want? I'm not sure. I am getting a better pullback on one than the other. It's hard to say which one I'm going to take here. But the robot will only manage one position at a time. That's kind of how I like to do things anyways, so that's fine. So I guess whatever one opens first is going to be the one that takes. It's a real raffle. It's a roll of the dice. Does GU enter first? Then I'll take GU. If EU enters first, then I'll take EU. That's how you, I guess that's how I'm doing it today. All right, so I'm kind of just going back and forth between these positions right now, waiting for 3 pips here and waiting for about 2 pips here. So I'm pretty close to both of my entries, both of my ideas. Let me go back to the DXY, and you can see here it is starting to push up. And maybe it's going to reject off the bottom of the range here, right? If that happens, then I'll be in good shape. Both of these are going to be, you could see they're both reacting opposite to the DXY, right? We have the DXY shows a little bit of weakness, then it comes further away from us. I don't want to see that reaction. I would prefer have tapped in already. Do I do back testing on real accounts? Because demos can show positive data. Real accounts work different. You have to, if back testing, you can't back test on a real account. I'm not sure what that means. You can only back test on historical data. So that doesn't, whether it's a live account or it's a demo account, either way, the historical data is historical data. There's no live historical data and then demo historical data. That's just not a thing. So I don't know what you're talking about. No, not a lot of volume today. It is Black Friday, so we're just kind of hanging out, looking for trading opportunities. Obviously, I've got a bunch of deals on for Black Friday. The Trade with Pat robot. I had someone hit me with that ultimate package this morning. Also, I added a bunch of client testimonials here to the website. You could see these are pretty sweet. These are all real people that are in the Discord. Like, I could go into the Discord right now and I could spot these people. These people are also, I love this guy. He's got a great attitude. This is Paulie. He's in the Discord. He's probably in the chat right now. A lot of these people are not just in the Discord, they're also in the chat. So this is on sale for Black Friday with the coupon code Black Friday. Mr. M, yeah, there are definitely reasons why robots work better on demo, right? You have better spreads, better commissions, better execution times. And so every robot will perform better in a demo account and not on a live account. But that, again, that's not something that you can actually backtest. You know what I mean? You can't. You can add that commission into the backtest, and you can try to account for that. But again, there is no such thing as a live backtest. That's not something that is actually a thing. Making you jealous, Drew? Yeah. Hey, Inchin, hope you're doing well. Do you celebrate Thanksgiving in Germany? I don't think so. I think you're more of an Oktoberfest. An Oktoberfest patty. I love me some Oktoberfest too. Yeah, I definitely understand the question. It is a good question, you know, and it is good to understand that demo trading is always going to provide you with better results than live trading. Yeah, so what I always do is before I release any product or service, I make sure that I have traded that in live conditions. But you could see, let's go, we're still waiting. We almost tapped in here twice. That was really close to a tap in here. I almost got my entry, and I'm pretty close to an entry here as well. So I'm very close to getting into 2 trading positions. And we're just kind of talking about robots, automated trading. I do celebrate US Thanksgiving. It's mostly just me watching football. My fantasy football team did all right yesterday. I had Derrick Henry go for 20 points. I had Rashee Rice go for 25 points. Baltimore defense did all right. And it looks like Joe Burrow is back, and he looks good, and they let him sling it, I think, 46 times, 48 times. So it was fun watching football yesterday, and I might have to plug Joe Burrow into my starting lineup. Why don't I trade Bitcoin? It's a volatile market. I am more of a range trader, especially on streams. I'm more of a range trader on streams. So yeah, volatile markets, they don't really work as well with range trading, and that's like gold, Bitcoin, indices. I have had a lot of success on stream with these assets because I wait for significant pullbacks as part of my trading strategy. But that doesn't mean it's always going to work. Which hockey team? I go for the Leafs, Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, gold is looking scary today, I agree. Yeah, I go for the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's Paulie right there, Pablo Arene. So see, I was just talking about, look, we have these, you know, testimonial videos for the robot, and then there's actually one of the people, Pablo, that gave me the testimonial video. Pablo, very cute, I must say. I like his voice. I like his attitude. He's got some cute charisma, I do have to say. Shout out to Pablo. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I was showing Pablo right here. I like this guy's attitude. I like his attitude a lot. And he was showing some of his trading results as well. A little charisma out of this guy here. So yeah, there's Paulie on Discord. And then we had Julius. Like me some Julius. Julius was a little bit stiff, so we put Julius in the 3rd slot here. I know you're here too, Julius. I appreciate you. Is Paulie single? There you go. Inchin's making a move on you, Pablo. Oh, he's in Spain too. You guys aren't even that far away. I like that. We do have to have some love connections. All right, how's the DXY doing? DXY a little bit more strength. See, if DXY comes to the bottom of the range, then I'm going to get into my trade, and then hopefully I could trade it back down to the bottom of the range. I may end up taking both of these trading positions this morning. Just kind of see how that goes. I don't know, Vapul, how you feel about that. We are using the hybrid technique here. Yeah, see, Nitro is there as well. Nitro's in the top spot. Number one, Ivan. Shout out to Ivan. And Ivan definitely looks like an Ivan. Ivan has that Eastern European flair, doesn't he? Ivan's been looks maxing, right? Thanks, Drew. Appreciate it. Appreciate you so much, Axel. I'm happy that you are seeing some profits from some of my trading concepts. You know, that makes it all worthwhile. Again, I am going to be switching how I'm doing the videos a little bit here. I think I'm going to be kind of getting rid of the fancy intros and getting rid of like a lot of the profit and money stuff. I think we're going to take that all down. I have used the Bollinger Bands. What's going on here? Why am I not getting my entry? Why am I not getting my entry? I'm so close. What's going on the DXY? Yeah, see, we want that DXY to come just to this level right here, just a little bit higher. That's going to get me into both of these trading positions. How long did it take for you to be a millionaire? I became a millionaire a very long time ago now. I would have been in my late 20s when I made my first million. And I've been blessed and lucky enough to expand that number. Again, I'm not saying that you will. You know, trading is a very difficult game. There's lots of wins and lots of losses. I've made some really... Yeah, markets are weird today for Black Friday, Ivan. You're absolutely right. I have made a lot of good trades, a lot of bad trades, but I have been saved by my really good trades. You know, I've made some absolutely incredible trades on Bitcoin over the years, just more long-term trades, and that's really helped. Is our spreads are going a bit weird, are they? Let me take a look and see what's going on. Yeah, this is a bit dangerous here with some of the... Look at the GU spread. Okay, we can't take GU right now. Look at GU. Whoa, GU spread at 100 right now. Okay, do not take... I am not taking GU right now. Okay, I'm going to take that buy limit away. Holy crap. Yeah, the markets are a bit crazy right now. I really shouldn't be trading this. So make sure that you are not trading in these market conditions. You can see... these are some absolutely really bad spreads here. Okay, even right now at 1 pip, if I get into this trade, it's going to be really risky. I'm going to trade much lower lots, okay? I'm going to trade really low lots here to account for some of the weird spreads and the weird market moves today, okay? So be very... bad spread just works against your trade. So if you say, what's a bad spread do? It's like I enter the trade here, but it actually enters me down here. So I'm already pretty significant into a drawdown. And that's the last thing you want. I want a spread of like, you know, just a little bit. So I enter the trade here, then I'm into the trade here, you know, not down here, right? All right, so we are getting close to that entry. I'm only waiting on your USD. I hope that explanation made sense. What is affecting the spread right now? It's just because we are trading on Black Friday, right? So it's kind of a holiday here. So there's going to just, I think when there's just not enough market participants or just kind of weirder odd price action, you just get some big spread spikes. And it looks like I'm going to enter this trade with a spread around 1 if I get into the trade, and so that's not good. I'd love to get that spread lower. Look at that reaction though. That was a decent reaction I got there. I don't want to waste that reaction. Now let's see if I get into this trading position, and I'm monitoring the spread. I'll pull that spread back. Oh, where the hell did that go? I lost it. Where'd my market watch go? Oh, there's my market watch. Okay, so I got my market watch there. You can see I've got a spread of about 6, 11, 5. Ideally, this drops down lower. No, not 16. Not 16. I'm trying to enter a trade here. Not 16. What the heck is going on here? It's not giving me a really good execution either here. Okay, slow down a bit. Slow down a bit. This is very dangerous, okay, guys? Don't take this trade. Never copy my trades. GU's going especially crazy. I don't know what the heck is going on. These are not good trading conditions this morning. Okay. Maybe I should be looking at UJ and UCAD. They seem to be the only normal ones right now. You know, your USD is almost never a problem like this. I didn't seem to get into the order there. Although I must be close to getting into my order here. Let me put that on my chart and see what's going on. Looks like I have my entry a bit lower here. I must be down here. I'm seeing it on my chart right now, so I didn't enter yet. Sorry, it's like I'm trying to map up my trading view and my MetaTrader at the same time. And so I'm still not into the trade. Sorry, what is my entry point here? Oh, wait a second. I'm looking at the wrong chart. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Thanks, Mo. Like, what the hell am I looking at here? So I am looking at a bit of a gap fill here on FVG at the top for EU. Let me look at the DXY. DXY is kind of in that level that I was expecting a rejection from. Let's see if that happens. I'm very close to getting in on EU though here. Oh, no, GU we are out on. UJ, yeah, I could take a look at UJ as well. I know I haven't been looking at that. UJ does look decent for a sell from this level up here. So I can set up a second position here on UJ, and then I have a couple of options just in case Euro USD doesn't come to my level. It's possible that that this could come to my level. Probably something like that there. Okay, on UJ. Alrighty, how's everybody doing? We are taking the trade, bro. We lose together. No, you're not allowed to take the trade. Don't take the trade. Do not follow me. This is very risky what I'm doing here today, okay? Plus, I'm using a robot to manage the trades. You want to buy the robot? Great, you're welcome. It's a Black Friday deal today, so today's a good day to do it. This will be the lowest price you get all year. Alrighty, what's going on with US CAD? It seemed to be dumping a little bit this morning, right? It seems to be dumping. I don't like that. I like a strong US dollar. I got money to convert. And both of these rejecting off of that level on the DXY, right? That's what I said. I'm expecting a rejection here. So I guess I should have had my entry just a little bit higher. Gold, I could take a look at gold briefly. Gold has broke out the bottom of the range, but that does not interest me because we are above the EMA. So above the EMA, I am looking for buys only. I'm trying to trade with the trend. All right, so what I would need is I would need the price to break out the top of this range here, close, and then have some sort of a pullback, probably to this level right here. That's the level we seem to be getting a reaction to in the past. So that's what I would be thinking of on gold. The name of my robot, it's the Trade with Pat robot. Very simple. Robots are not built for phones. No, they're built. You need a computer to use any robot, mine or anyone else's. Didn't seem to get into that trade. I've been very good on the direction this morning. What happened to GU? GU went crazy, huh? But GU, look at GU, did come to. Well, actually, I didn't have a level here. Is GU spread better? Should we jump in on GU here? Let's take a look. GU spread is better. Do you want to jump in on that, Vapul? We're at a nice level right now. You want to jump in here? How do you feel? You want to just execute this one? What do you think? Just have a little conversation with my analyst. How do you guys think? Do you think we should jump in here? We've had a nice pullback. We are getting that... Although we're back at this level now for the DXY. We may bounce back and forth between here. What do I do? What do I do? Alright, I'm going to jump in this GU a little bit here. We've had a nice pullback here. I think it's time for me to see something happen in my direction. Well, that's not good. So, obviously, I'm being careful with my lot size this morning. We broke out the top. We've had a pullback. So now I'm trying to get in using the orb here on GU. Let's see if I could have a better reaction here this morning. I'm having a hard time on stream lately. Even though I did end up winning the last one, I want to get a sniper entry. I haven't had a sniper entry in a while. Let's clear that right there. Okay, that's to the back. Alright, I'm up a little bit here. Let's see if I could get some sort of a reaction here this morning. Thanks, Ivan. Appreciate you. I will obviously scale into this position regardless. So my next entry for a buy would be here. Okay, so that would be my scale in if I decide to grid. That will be the robot managing my orders. Okay, so I'm using my hybrid trading, which means if the trade goes against me, the robot will enter trades, and then the take profit will shift to this level here. Okay, so this, this may be a good day to show that if that happens. Getting US dollar showing a lot of weakness today, which is a bit annoying, but we're kind of bouncing back and forth here, seeing what's happening. Now I don't have a stop loss on this, so it's going to be a bit confusing for new traders, but this is going to show you. Is a posh name? Yeah, sure, that's a posh name for it. Reasons for the trade. Yeah, we should break down reasons for the trade. I may be in a second position on this soon. Yeah, I'm gonna get my second position in. So now the robot has already taken the second position for me. So now I am in from this level. Spread is bouncing quite a bit, making it a little bit difficult here. So what do we have? The next entry for me will be about here. My next level here. Okay. And hopefully we get some sort of a reaction. What's going on with the DXY? DXY strength. Hopefully we get the rejection off of this level, which is what I'm expecting. And then hopefully price comes down. That's on the GBP USD. Euro USD also coming down. That was the better entry. The hybrid system is not available yet. This will be available. Like having your own manual entries within the robot will be available in the Sunday update. Yeah, let me just put that and that is going to be version 1.3 next free update. And the take profit should be automatically set to the entry if it's all working well. But this, yeah, this trade's going a bit crazy because of the spreads here, making it, you know, just a bad idea to trade GBP USD. This is why I told everyone not to trade GBP USD. This just comes out on Sunday. Okay, let's put that there. Let's do my reasons for trade. My lots right now, I'm trading about 10 lots combined right now. So I had the break of the orb, that's bullish. 2, I had the significant pullback. 3, well, we were above the EMA. I guess now we are so EMA against, so that's not good. 4, don't trade Black Friday. So this is probably you know, not a high level setup here, okay? So that's why I told you not to copy. Well, I always tell you not to copy, but I'd say this is a C level setup. You know, there's not a lot of things here. We do have this level from here, so we have, you know, price is at a significant discount now. We've had a huge pullback. If I pull up the stochastic, I'm sure we've got to be well overbought now. You can see we are now, we're well oversold at this level right here. So given that we are oversold, I am hoping to have a positive reaction now, but the spreads are really, really bad. But let's see what happens. And obviously I'm using the hybrid execution trading, which means I open the trade and then the robot is going to manage the trade. So even if I make some bad decisions here, I'm hoping that my robot makes some good decisions and gets me where I need to go. And obviously I'm trading some lower lot sizes today. I'm going to do this a little bit more as I'm going to try. I think I want to try and do some different things with trading accounts on stream, maybe even hook them up to a verified platform in a couple of weeks. Holy crap, the spread on this is bad. What am I doing? So you can see here my spread is bouncing like crazy, and that's like what's affecting the trade. So it's like you'll see the trade's not even really moving, but the spread is going up so aggressively that, you know, I could just be down $1,000 at the same level. So it's just a bad idea to trade GBP USD. I was aware of that. I shouldn't have done it. If this thing gets back to break even at some point, I may just have to pull out of it because it's way too risky what I'm doing. I think it's a good lesson to show you, but it's going crazy. Okay, it's going very, very crazy. And I don't like the looks of it. Even if I try to manually close one of these positions right now, it's like I could hit the X and then it could just crush me. So it's really hard to say. But hopefully the spread does calm down shortly and I can, you know, get out of this one with a little bit of profit. You're seeing a different price on GBP USD? Yeah. I don't know what the hell I'm seeing on GBP USD right now. This is I never should have took this trade. It's again, the trade itself is fine. You can see here we are you know, just kind of near break even when the spread is relaxing, but what the heck am I supposed to do? I really kind of spread's going crazy again. Oh, we're just gonna have to wait for the spread to relax, and then I'll be able to take a profit on this position, hopefully. All good. There you go. Spread's calming down finally. There you go. Calm down. There you go. There you go. It's a good lesson on spread this morning on stream, and to show you what happens and what's possible in the live markets, right? It could be very, very dangerous in the live markets. Yeah, Mo 13. You know, it's going nuts. CME, cook the spreads. Absolutely. I am getting into profit a little bit here. Don't have a lot of market participants today. And there's the CME as well. It's Black Friday. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. So it does look like the spreads have calmed down a little bit. So hopefully now I can get a good reaction off of this fair value gap, and you know, potentially push up into profit on this trade. You can see there's an FVG right here. I've been waiting to fill that's getting filled, and then we're getting a reaction off of that. So that looks decent. I don't need to go too much. I don't need to go too high here. I could, you know, if I get back to the orb, I could start taking profits and setting break evens. Okay. We're doing a lot of trade management here with the HET. That's Pat's Hybrid Execution Trading. All right. I'm coining that right now, so you're gonna hear that a lot. It's I place the trade, and then my robot manages the trade. All the big money's on vacay. Drew knows. I should be on vacay too. I got big money, but I'm here with you because I love you. How about that? How about that? That's what I'm saying. That's what I believe in my heart to be true. All right, we are getting back to the original entry here shortly. Some big wicks on this one. Mo 13 had the FVG entry. He also had better spreads, so he's looking all right. This is another level prices rejected off earlier, but I don't want it to reject today. You know, at this point, I'm around that break-even mark. That's all right, Ivan. Money is not the most important thing, and I think we all have to recognize that. I think I have to recognize that the most. I live my life way too much focused on money, and I don't want to. You know, I'd say like YouTube took one of my videos down, and there's a lot of people getting kicked off of YouTube right now, and I don't want to be kicked off, but if I did, I'm sure there would be parts of my life that would be better. Parts of my life that would be worse, though, is just missing you guys so much, and I would hate that. Come on, baby. Give me something. But this feels pretty good, doesn't it, Vapool? This does feel pretty good. The hybrid execution trading does feel nice. You know, making your life easier, isn't it? Vapool used to manage my trades for me, and now we have the robot doing it. That's a nice push right there. All right, so let's go. Let's take some profits off of the table here, Vapool, and go to break even on the second position. So I'm now going to break even I'll close the first position completely right here for a couple hundred, and I'm gonna let the second position now run. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And so that's how you do it. That's how you do hybrid execution trading. The trade went 5 pips against me. I gridded into the position, and now I'm in profit for 200 for a win right there. Awesome, awesome stuff. Let's get that flying right there. We love to see that. And let's, you know, give me a little clap. Give me a little clap. And that is very nice as we continue to push up off what is looking like an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous entry. Thank you so much for watching today. You know, happy to get a win on a Black Friday here. Let's go ahead and update these statistics now. That puts us at 2 wins in a row, so we're back in business. How about that? How about that? That feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. Now this one, I'm gonna let ride for a little bit. Very nice. Very, very nice. That's turned into a nice morning, isn't it? Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's a nice looking trade, huh? That's a real nice looking trade. Now I'm at break even now, okay? So I gotta put that there. Break even set. Very, very good. Very, very nice. And let's go ahead and give a wheel spin this morning. Well, actually, we should watch this a little bit more. Very, very nice. What are we targeting next? Is that really 20 pips? We really hitting 20 pips out of this thing? Are we really hitting 20 pips? Off of 3 candles? Holy crap. Holy crap. I think Vapul will take our profit here, eh? I think we could set that as the take profit there. And then maybe I'll get into another trade after this. So let's go ahead and set that as the take profit. Right there, I'm gonna set that as my take profit too. And see if I can get all the way up there. Very, very nice. Yeah, I'll spin the wheel in a little bit, guys. Not going to spin the wheel yet. Is my 10-win challenge back? Yes. If I get 10 wins in a row on stream, I will get a spray tan as promised. I'm at 2 straight right now. How did I set up this trade? The original... So this... Basically, what happened is I got into the position... Where the hell did I get into the position? I think originally I got into the position somewhere around here. No, somewhere around here I got into the position originally. It went against me a little bit. I scaled into a second position right here. And then off of that level right there, we've shot all the way up. I took my first trade off of the table. I don't know, was it here or here? I forget now because price is moving so much. But I took the price off the table. I took the first one at, you know, I think 200. I took it off the table, and now I'm letting the second position ride here. I am going to be trading with lower profits and lower lot sizes using the HET model. Okay, I will be doing that, so you're not going to see the big profits that you'd love to see, but it should give me a higher win rate and a more stable equity growth in the trading account, which is what I'm looking for right now. And that is obviously, I place the trade and then I use the Trade with Pat robot to manage the trading position. And that manual, that option is going to be available in the robot on Sunday. All updates are free. Yeah, so that's what's going on. That was a nice trade. That was a really nice trade. I am just hoping for a little bit more of a push here to finally get the full take profit and then look for more positions this morning. It's a Black Friday morning. I'm trying to trade as much as I can. I'm trying to get something going here. We only got 600 people in here, which is a bit surprising. I guess that the last couple streams were boring watching me in drawdown, but if you missed the one where I'm winning, that's your fault, baby. UJ is also coming close to my entry, but I'd like this one to finish before I get in there. Waiting for this to smash the take profit. Smashy my take profit, please. Very close, and at that level it would be at somewhere around 700. We are rejecting off of this area. We've rejected off of this area in the past. It is also the top of the range here. You can see we are rejecting off the top of our orb. It is often hard to break out that orb multiple times in a single session, and you know, we're breaking out the top of the orb, we're breaking out the bottom of the orb, and then we're going again. So hopefully I could get this one, you know, closed and ready to go, and then into the next trade. Are you getting the Trade with Pat robot today? Drew, yes you are, Drew. You are the second winner, Drew. You will get a free copy of the TWP robot today. Make sure to just DM me on Instagram, Drew. But that doesn't mean you get to just stop coming to the stream. You still got to come to the stream. If you're not here, who am I going to fight with? Where's Pablo? Hey, let's go. Come on, baby. Break out the top of that orb, baby. Come on. Make today my day. It's a Friday. I want to win this trade. I want to have a nice glass of wine. I want to cuddle with my little Naomi. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I had Naomi wearing my new toque. I bought a new toque, and I had Naomi wearing it. She looks so freaking cute in it. Let me see if I can pull up the picture. I need my good luck charm to get me over the edge here and get me this win. Where was Naomi? Here in my toque. There. Hey, and we won the trade right as I showed Naomi. That's my good luck charm, baby. What a W. Let's go. I like how that candle's going right to tradewithpat.com. So, a really, I don't want to say it's a perfect trade because the entry wasn't perfect, but hey, looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good to me. All right, a very nice win there. Shout out to Naomi. I'm sure she was part of making that happen. And when we get a win, first thing we have to do is, you know, play a little sound effect, right? Obviously, you got to play a sound effect. And then we go right over to the Wheel of Pat. Who's going to win free VIP this morning? Let's give that wheel a spin and see how many people are going to win this morning. Is that a 0 or is that a 3? Oh, okay. One more spin. We'll give it one more spin. I don't think we want a 0, but if this one's a 0, then it's a 0, right? If that's what is decided at, holy smokes, that's just unfair. I'm sorry. There is only one winner this morning, and that is Drew so far. Drew won himself a copy of the Trade with Pat robot. He is, you know, just a special member of the community. He doesn't have the money to afford it right now, and he's here every stream. He's got 2 lovely daughters, so Drew is going to get a copy of the Trade with Pat robot just for being a loyal fan. Yeah. So make sure to DM me for that, Drew. It's definitely not rigged. I can pull it up right here and show you. I'll prove to you it's not rigged. This spin doesn't count, though. Look, so here you go. Spin doesn't count. Not rigged. Would have been 4. See? And now, whoever said it was rigged, you cost 4. You cost 4, because I bet the next time it's not going to be 4, huh? I bet the next time it's not going to be 4. All right, so I am 1-0 on the day here, right? 1 win, 0 losses. That's what we like to see. And I think I was getting pretty close to a setup on UJ as well. Oh, wow. I almost had one on UJ here. Look at that wick down right there. Oh, mama, I almost had that one. I almost had that one. Oof. If that came up here, boom, I'm 2 TPs this morning. Am I a Black Friday trader? What's going on? I'm making it happen today, baby. What do I want to have for lunch? Shout out to the cutest baby of all time, my baby. Yeah, if that opened up during the stream, oh, that would have been cooking. All right, so what am I doing next? It's 11 o'clock. Make sure that everyone checks out the Black Friday offers at tradewithpat.com. I also have Black Friday offers on the Telegram as well. All those links are in the video description if you're interested. Obviously, you don't need to buy any of my services. You don't need to do anything. Just enjoy the content, enjoy the time, enjoy your life, all right? Look at this one. Man, I would have made so much on that one. GBP USD. This one's still going as well. Should I have kept this one going for pool? Jeez Louise. We already had 20 pips. We're going to have to show this one in a video, I think. FVG entry, huge pullback. I put that one in a video. EG is still an option. All right, let's take a look at EG. Oh, we got to get more than 500 people in here if we're going to place another trade. Chocolate Moose is right, Vishal. Appreciate you. Give us money so we can buy your services. That sounds like NVIDIA, right? The NVIDIA gives the money and then they buy the chips. Oh, man. What do I want to do? Do I want to take another trade? Do I want to take off? I got to work on another. I got to work on more videos. What a trade. What a trade. You know, I wish I was still in this trade. Look at this thing. Look at the risk-reward ratio. Look at this thing. Holy crap. That I thought I had an... Every time you have like an amazing trade, and this is an amazing trade. Look at this right here. That's an amazing trade. Every time you have an amazing trade, trade never stops. We should have TP3'd this one. Who would have thought? Well, I think that's it. I think that's it for me, right? We had a fantastic trade. I'll put a reel out. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, all right? I'm on Instagram. Make sure you give me a follow. I'll put up some deals in my story here. So make sure you're following me for the Black Friday deals. Link in the description to Instagram, Telegram, all that stuff. Oh, and join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. Let's do a quick check-in on the Discord here right now. Looks like Nitro's got some winning trades this morning. But that's a bit scary. That's a bit scary. I think Kev's got some more wins. Kev's been on fire using the robot. He's doing great. Yeah, lots of people hitting some wins this morning. Very, very nice. Grant FX, all wins this morning. Just $8, that's fine. You know, just chip away at it. We're not trying to make millions here. We're not trying to get rich overnight. We're just a little bit here and there. So make sure to join the Discord if you're not in here. We'd love to have you in the Discord. It's free. Link in the description. Look, there's people, you know, talking about their setups, talking about their plans throughout the day, what they're going to do. See, this guy said that I was a bad trade, right? Oh, no, that was a gold trade. He's talking about someone else's trade there. It looks like he had a nice win on GBP AUD. He's only 18 years old. Look at this. A lot of green, a lot of green, a lot of green. So happy to see... what do we have here? Gold. A lot of people trading gold in the Discord today. I can take a look at gold actually before I take off here. What is going on with gold right now? Gold is starting to push back up. Personally, I wanted to break the range, but I think we're getting a little bit late in the session. Yeah, so love you guys so much. I'm going to be streaming a little bit more often. I'm going to set up an account, I think, that we can kind of track the progress of, you know, and just check it, you know, really test that hybrid trading model that I'm doing right now. Right? I love you so much. Have a wonderful Black Friday. Watch out for the deals. And the next video, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with the next video. I'm scared to release a video right now because my last one got a warning. So I think my next video, I might just do like a mansion tour or something if that interests you. I may just take, you know, do you know, kind of just pull it back a little bit. Pull it back a little bit. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I'm going to go, you know, maybe get myself a burger, watch the football games, and, you know, I should try and enjoy the day every once in a while instead of working, but I'll probably end up working. So I love you. I love you so much. You're the best.